So, and now let's move to the final for today forum. And it was already mentioned by Nada and also by Ritis before, by other colleagues, that networking is very important, and also project opportunities, new projects, new ideas, new insight are more than welcome from us as people from academia. So I would like to announce the Project Opportunities Dissemination and International Networking Forum. And this forum will be chaired by Vilma Karobliene, Head of Research and Innovation Project Center at Kaunas University of Technology. So, dear Vilma, please.
Thank you. Well, dear colleagues, dear guests, dear participants of this last but not the least session, I'm glad to present you in session Project Opportunities, Dissemination and International Networking. And I will be the chair of this session, and with me is Živilė Stankevičiūtė from Kaunas University of Technology, and also Dr. Nada Trunk-Širca from Slovenia, from International School for Social and Business Studies. And now I would like to know you a little bit more deeper, speaking about the audience and my. Okay, thank you. So could you please raise your hands who are managers or coordinators or administrators of the projects? Thank you. And who are principal investigators or researchers of the projects? Okay, thank you. And during the last session, we have spoken about opportunities, and you raised the question that we need a lot of money for these opportunities for project activities. So every opportunity is every financial scheme or program. So we have to do things and not wait for someone who would bring all the funding activities and all funds, all monies for us on the plate. So there are lots of funding opportunities and lots of monies. Let's try to make them happen. And I would like to speak a little bit about the Horizon 2020 projects. And as I am the representative of Kaunas University of Technology, I would like to speak about the project activities in Lithuania as well. And you can see the figure in the slide that in Lithuania totally we have 502 projects totally from Horizon 2020. Is it enough for Lithuania? No, it is only 1.4% of total project of Horizon 2020. And you can see also that it was 95 million of total fundings from Horizon 2020 project. The figures speaks behind you, and they are very low. So we have ambitious to be as much perspective as we can. And also all the participants here are also from, not all, but some of you are also from the widening countries, Latvia, Romania, Malta, and other countries. So we have to be active as we can. And speaking about the project activities and Horizon 2020 projects in Framework 8, so we are leaders in Horizon 2020 projects in Lithuania, and our university also is a leader according funding of Horizon 2020 project as well. And here you can see a little bit statistics about our projects in Horizon 2020 activities in 2020 program. And here you can see the slide according type of action in every project activities. So you can see that we have 17 research and innovation action projects in Horizon 2020 program. And here you can see the figure about our participation in this program. And here you can see that statistics of School of Economics and Business is really high. And here you can see also the figures about other departments, about other faculties and institutes. So this figure could help you to collaborate with our faculties and with our institutes and with the researchers from these departments. So as well, we had also project activities where our university was coordinator of the projects. So we had coordination and support action projects teaming first phase. So it was 2 projects, and then we have RHE and also 2 twinning projects. And these projects are implemented in School of Economics and Business as well. And also we have one Maria Skladovska-Curie action project. It is Research and Innovation Staff Exchange Scheme project. It is coordinated by Faculty of Chemical Technologies at our university. So as I have told you, there are lots of funding opportunities. We have to use them actively and to be active and aggressive as we can. And dissemination. Speaking about project dissemination, we have to tell people our stories. And today I will tell you the help of my colleagues, 3 stories of our projects and why these projects. Because one of them is a little bit political one and strategical one. Another one is from the perspective and from the experience of technology sciences. You have spoken that you need interdisciplinary projects activities. And the third one is how to make impact on social and to all the citizens. So these opportunities are in the upcoming slides. And I would like also to point to the administrators of the project that dissemination is not communication. And this is some guideline also for you here in my slides. And this is the link for guideline. So speaking about projects at KTU, we have project Smarter, and we are proud about it very much. It is project ECA University Research Institute for Smart Europe Regions. And we are implementing this project in the scheme of Europe Universities Alliances. And this is the project based on Horizon 2020 Scheme 2. We are collaborating with 12 partners, and these partners are also from ECAU Consortium. And this project seeks to have implementing through the research collaborations and to implement virtual collaboration environment and to create virtual research institute to framework for joint research that delivers solutions to current and future United Nations based on SDGs 11, and also involve citizen science in this project. And this project is based on energy and sustainability, circular economy, transport and mobility, and resilience communities. And here is the link for more information about this project. And now let me introduce you my colleague, the Dean from the Faculty of Civil Engineering and Architecture, Andrius Jurelionis, and he will present you the project Precept.
Thank you, Vilma. Thank you very much for this opportunity to share our experience with you a little bit. This will be a brief overview of one of the projects that we are carrying out in our faculty. And I believe you might find it interesting, and you might want to follow what we do. The project is currently in the middle of the implementation. It's an innovation action scheme. And we have 15 partners overall in the Precept project, where 8 of those are commercial and 5 are research centers. The idea of the project, I think, is linked quite a lot with science education and lots of with what we do at university. So what we are trying to do with Precept project is we're trying to transform building stock into proactive building stock, meaning that we want to create by the means of digitalization, the smart sensors technologies, buildings that use less energy, they are more acceptable to people, and with decreased energy use. And how it is going to be achieved, I maybe skip this one, just basically what we are trying to utilize in the project is the concept of the digital twin and proactive and prescriptive building management systems. So we are trying to make buildings as smart as possible with various machine learning techniques, with sensors data. And you can see that from those partners who are involved in the project, they are bringing in a lot of experience from previous projects as well. We have 5 pilot cases, one pre-pilot case, which we are testing, and 5 other buildings in different countries. The idea is to create digital twins of these buildings and to use a novel technique for these buildings management. Maybe I don't know how familiar are you with digital twin technology, but the digital twin concept is linked to basically recreating a digital model of a physical asset, and not only like a static image, but the digital twin should carry the information also with regards to building operation and analytics during the maintenance stage. So in Precept project, we are currently dealing with this first layer of I'm using the Gemini principles image here from the Center for Digital Build Britain, where we are basically trying to create a data management layer with all the information coming in from the buildings. The next step is then sense making, and at the top, basically at the end of the action, we should have decision making procedures and predictive maintenance. So we are trying different techniques for reality capturing, the scanning, photogrammetry. We are using drones. We are basically recreating those buildings in a digital form. Just a few images on how the processes looks like. And it's really an interesting exercise. This example is actually from Dnipro, from Ukraine. We'll have to stop this pilot case for a while. We hope that we will be able to continue it later on. And we have some data input and some sensors data coming in from those buildings regarding the comfort of occupants, regarding the occupancy and where people are and how much energy they consume and for what purposes. We are testing visual comfort and so on. So I think this project might be interesting for you to follow, because we might link very different indicators in this project with regards to occupants, satisfaction, health, energy consumption, IoT, and other things. So if you are interested and you would like to follow this, here's our project website, Precept Project EU, and all the publications that are publicly available are on Zenodo platform, where you can go to community section, look for Precept Project, and you can follow us, of course, on different other social media. So I hope that you will find this interesting and you will follow the results of this project. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Andres, very much. And the third one is about citizen science, supporting sustainable institution change to promote citizen science in science and technology. Time for SC project approach. And the presenter will be Renata Vishinskaitė, and she will present us her experience in this project.
Good afternoon to everybody. I work in a research and innovation project center in Kaunas University of Technology. And to begin with, today, I would like to start from the definition of citizen science. Probably most of you know the term, and just a quick reminder, maybe for somebody, it will be a new term to learn. So what is it? What is citizen science? We can find a lot of definitions. It's any activity that involves public scientific research and thus has potential to bring together science, policymakers, and society. Citizens can participate in different ways, starting from designing the research question, data collection, volunteer mapping, data interpretation and analysis, publication and dissemination of results. Since citizen science is getting increased attention in European Union's policy agendas, in Lithuania, it's only starts to get attention. It's a new practice for researchers and for citizens as well. And in recent years, Kaunas University of Technology has been increasingly involved in citizen science project initiatives. And today I would like to share the case of one of them, and it's Project TIIM for TS, which aims to support and facilitate the implementation of sustainable institutional changes to promote public engagement and citizen science. It is funded by Horizon 2020 program. It has started last year, and the budget is almost 1.5 million. The project is implemented by 11 partners from European countries. There are 3 so-called front runners who already undergone institutional changes. There are 4 so-called implementers who are in early stages of implementation of institutional changes. And also we have 3 impact partners that facilitates and transfer knowledge. To facilitate the process of institutional changes, this project has identified 4 areas: research, education and awareness, support resources and infrastructure, policy and assessment. And it is believed that these 4 areas can stimulate institutional changes that are necessary to promote public engagement. And now to sum up these 3 slides, I would like to share a short 2 minutes video about the main idea of this project.
Many research-performing organizations in Europe still do not fully support citizen science at institutional level, as they need the right motivation and supporting structures. Citizen science is both an important policy orientation and a research methodology, covering different levels of citizens' participation, from gathering data to co-designing science-related policies. The institutional adoption of citizen science requires a culture of change, new organizational structures, and new models of governance. The European Commission has outlined institutional change as a key strategy to make institutions more prepared to interact efficiently with society. To trigger the necessary institutional changes to promote citizen science, TIIM for Citizen Science has identified 4 intervention areas: research, education and awareness, support resources and infrastructures, policy and assessment. In each area, Time for Citizen Science proposes concrete actions to carry out, to stimulate long-term sustainable institutional changes, to promote citizen science. 4 RPOs. The implementers will implement a set of grounding actions, benefiting of the mentoring and support of most experienced partners in citizen science, the frontrunners, in the frame of the constant mutual learning and knowledge transfer program set out by the project. Among Time for Citizen Science's main results, there will be at least 30 case studies of institutional adoption of citizen science and open science, at least 16 actions leading to institutional changes implemented by the implementers, at least 200 stakeholders mobilized by training activities. Visit our website, follow us on social media, and check out our dissemination channels.
Sorry, just a moment. Okay, here we are. So let's continue with our university role and activities in this project. At the beginning, what we had to do, we had to check what we have now. What is the baseline for organizational change with regards to citizen science? And very shortly, here is what we found. Not a lot, but number of 3 Horizon 2020 projects, 2 Coast Action, 1 Erasmus Plus project, 1 national program project, 5 publications. Talking about education and awareness, there is a limited awareness and knowledge about citizen science among researchers at the moment now. In intervention area of support resources and infrastructure, here we actually have very good thing. We have so-called citizen science champion or ambassador from the Faculty of Social Sciences, Art and Humanities. So he is the leader who initiates all projects in our university regarding citizen science. We have internal and external funding opportunities that researchers can use. There is open data archive for collecting data of citizens, and also Committee of Ethics to monitor data privacy. Talking about policy and assessment, and I will let myself to tell this, we have really strong support from top management level. And we believe it came from participating in European consortium of innovation universities initiatives, and also a Smarter project that my colleague was presenting, where citizen science is a fundamental pillar of this project. Also, in some strategic documents, we can find talking about science communication and things like that. So here is what we have now. And as we know the situation, we can go to further actions. So 4 grounding actions were identified. And the first one addresses to research and networks. And the goal is to establish connection with citizen science networks and expand research projects. Last year, our university already came to be a member of EXA, European Citizen Science Association, also National Citizen Science Association. And in the near future, we will start to initiate connection to EU Citizen Science Platform. And also a lot of things will be done. I maybe will not go in details here. Another action is all about non-formal educational programs. Educational programs in MOOC format will be created, Moodle platform, also textbook on citizen science methodology, different kind of sessions, and so on. The third action is establishment of virtual hub and contact point. And here, I would say trying to implement this action will close the gap, the lack of dedicated personnel that could answer the citizen science issues and coordinate the actions. And also it will solve another problem, lack of a hub in Lithuanian that could be employed as an arena for citizen science community and citizen science project outreach. And the last action, it's citizen science guidelines. So in 2023, the guidelines will be developed and presented to our university community. This is our project team. We have 2 researchers from the Faculty of Social Sciences, Art and Humanities, and me, who represents research management level and is kind of bridge to transfer project ideas to administrative departments. And to conclude, I would like maybe with a question, why we are even talking today about citizen science, why it is important. So we can find a lot of information why it is important. So I just point out some of them, that actually it can bring a lot of benefits for everyone, for society, for science, for policy, for participants themselves. And public engagement and its all forms and application, including citizen science, has a strong structural transformative power. It brings new sources of information, knowledge, and perspectives. And as I already have mentioned, EU policymakers increasingly recognize the potential of citizen science as innovative approach to engage with the civil society. So if you have any questions, ideas, thoughts, or just maybe want to talk about citizen science, you can contact one of us. It's our team. And thank you for your attention.
Well, thank you, Renata. And we found that today is not only the time for changes in institutional level, but also time for citizen science. It's time for proposal preparation also, and it's time for networking. So here is the list of all Kaunas University of Technology projects. And I hope that organizers will share these slides so you can check them, contact each other and collaborate and networking. And if you have some comments or questions regarding these presentations, please ask if you have such. If not, I would like to make to the final conclusions. Networking is #1 underwritten rule of successful in business, and not only in business, but everywhere, even in project management and proposal preparation also. And I would like to invite you to drink coffee with your colleagues and to the people who you have met for the first time, share with them experience, use networking opportunities. And one of the networking opportunities is European cooperation in science and technology, is cost activity. Our university use this action very actively, and year by year we have about 70 activities based on the cost activity. So I promote you to use it. This is the first step for the networking. And I wish you try and take over the world with your new project. So collaborate with your conference community, and I would say that this community would be fruitful if in Malta you would be present that you have succeeded in proposal preparation at least in 5 new Horizon 2020 projects. Oh, sorry, Horizon Europe projects. So I wish you have a nice conference and have a nice evening today and fruitful event tomorrow.